name's Fran Warde and I'm going to cook for you today a salad niçoise. Historically, salad niçoise was a very simple peasant dish from Nice in the south of France, but now it's got many interpretations and this is going to be a beautiful, elegant salad niçoise. Now the key produce in it is tuna, and this is a lovely piece of line-caught skipjack tuna that I bought. Yellowfin tuna, why am I saying skipjack? And I bought this big chunk because I want to get a barrel off it so we can cook a nice piece to just then put beautifully on top. And that I will cook again another way, but this is what I'm going to do first of all. Okay, so we'll take this and I'm just going to put my pan on the cooker and a tiny drizzle of olive oil, and then we're just going to sear it very lightly. This is a personal preference, but I am going to do this so it's pink because it is super, super delicious pink. A little bit of seasoning on the outside and then a little bit of salt and pepper, and then off we go, we roll it. The pan is going to get hot. Just while the pan's waiting to get hot, I'm going to get my basil, because this is a little secret twist that I'm doing for you today in this recipe, where I'm going to blend basil and olive oil to enrich, because salad niçoise comes from the south of France, where they are really super rich in wonderful, wonderful produce. And the old town of Nice has the most exquisite market stalls, market of fresh produce that comes down from the hills behind Nice, offering this gorgeous, gorgeous sun-rich, sun-drenched produce for you to enjoy. So we're going to put some olive oil into here. I'm just going to return to my tuna to finish that off. This olive oil actually came from a friend who went down to France, and I decided to use it today, and they press the oil themselves. Right, we're just going to sear that a few minutes on each side and then we'll turn it. And then we're going to leave it to rest. And a little bit more olive oil is needed in here, and then I'm just going to blitz this into a luscious sauce. So this is my blitzer. Oh, and you can just smell those flavours rising up. I'm going to have to get some more olive oil. I'm just going to turn my tuna. It's searing there beautifully. I'm going to have to take this off because this is coming out too slowly for me. I want it to come out a little bit faster, of this precious product that I adore. So we're getting a nice, rich, creamy sauce there, which we're going to blend. Right, and that's finished. And I'll just pop that on the side for a moment. We'll turn the tuna again. And then we're going to move on to the other items. Tomatoes are really, really fantastic in this item. So we've got lovely tomatoes in season. They are superb. And we also are going to make another little dressing, which we're going to toss our salad in. This is garlic that I've just crushed and peeled, and then I'm just going to chop it up very finely for you. And if you can get new seasoned garlic, oh, that is heavenly. Absolutely divine, and really gentle on the palate, but so fresh and fragrant and just super, super enjoyable. To cream this on down, a tip is to put some salt, which helps grate against it. And I love sea salt because that has a nice texture going. There you are, you can see that just going down beautifully. So we're going to pop that into a bowl with the other ingredients in one moment. I'm just going to do this on either end. So just seal that there and on that end. And that will remain nice and pink inside, as I said before, because that's how I think tuna is at its best. Okay, and then we're just going to turn that off. And come back over to here. And into this dressing, we are going to add a little bit of Dijon mustard and some red wine vinegar, just a teaspoon or two, and we're going to mix that together. A little bit of olive oil, and we're going to dress our salad leaves in this. I've also got, instead of the classic large eggs, we're going to use quail's eggs because I think they're far more beautiful and more elegant. So we're just going to take that, a little bit of seasoning in there again. Seasoning is very important throughout your cooking. You can control the flavours, that's really, really important. And we've got a little bit of mescalin. Now mescalin is a salad that is really, really favoured down in the south of France. Go to any of the markets and you see the growers with it, and it's the small baby leaves. That's what I really love. So I'm just going to add a little bit of cos lettuce in here because I just want to add a little bit of crunch to it, to just add that variety. And I'm also going to add a few chives that I just picked from my garden. But we're going to dress that salad in this dressing and we're going to toss it. Okay, and we're also going to put in some artichoke hearts, some anchovies. Some people put capers. I like caper berries. I love caper berries, and I just think they're really beautiful. So there's our dressed salad. We've also got to cook some beans, which we're just going to put on. And we have also got, I did some beans just before to just prove. And then we're going to start layering this up on a plate, which will be fantastic for you to enjoy. So, here's our plate, and here's our eggs. A little trick when peeling quail's eggs, roll them, and then put your teaspoon underneath them, just break that little skin, and they lift really, really well and peel away. And that's perfect. So we've got those. Okay? Right, so I'm going to start with a little bit of salad leaf, a few little beans, a little scrape of my lovely sauce, basil sauce, which I'm just going to mix up and just pop one spoonful, and then with the back of a clean spoon we're just going to wipe it, and we're going to add our tomatoes, which have all been washed already, but you can get lovely seasonal tomatoes. I did go looking for purple tomatoes because I just thought with the tuna that would work so well, but they weren't in season, so we weren't able to use those. So we just put a few little tomatoes around the edge. I just like the different flavours that you have. Okay, and then we're going to slice our tuna, and look at that pink colour inside, which is just beautiful. Okay, a little bit more mescalin, which is adorable, a caper or two, little artichoke heart, fantastic, a few more little beans, 3 pieces of tuna, an egg, just lightly cooked. These were just poached for 2 minutes, and some olives, and we've just got to finish off with some little bits of anchovy. I've got two different sorts here. I've got the white silver skin anchovies, which I adore, plus the regular salted anchovies, which are pink and pretty. Over the top, a tiny little picking of chives, just to finish it off, which I always adore. And I'm just going to add a few drips of balsamic vinegar around the edge, and then that is our dish done for you today. And that is my salad niçoise for a very beautiful, elegant palette. Thank you.